Yo, guys, Urb'n Barz brings you the best UK reactions to rap, hip hop, and urban music from all around the world. And guys, tomorrow we got a release from Eminem Slim Shady. It's the Slim Shady LP2. I call it an LP, people call it albums or whatever you want to call it, people. It's the coup de grace. But a lot of people don't realise that as much as tomorrow's going to be incredible, it's going to break the internet. In 2 weeks from now, our man Rakim is dropping his first album in 15 years and it's called God's Network. I've been a massive fan of Rakim since the late 80s, 86 to be precise. I'm still at school, people. And when Rakim came out, he was a game changer. He came out about the same time as Big Daddy Kane. So to me, it was Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, it was EPMD, Stetsasonic. We had the LL Cool J tour that hit the UK with Public Enemy. All of those people at the same time. So you had different forms of music, but they all merged together at the same time to obliterate what our view of hip-hop was. It just made hip-hop into something incredible, people. So 86, 87 was a mad time for hip-hop, people. When Eric B for President was dropped, that was just a game changer, people. But guys, I just wanted to drop a track here with our man Rakim, just to show all of his strengths, people. And it's surprisingly, this track is, what would you call it? A love record? A love song? Is that what you call it? A love record, love song? Sorry, I'm old school, people. I don't even know what the terminology is these days. But if you listen to this record, this is possibly one of my favourite Rakim records of all time. And I think he dropped it on the 18th letter. So guys, if you want to check this out, this is our man Rakim. And this is Mahogany.
Eric B was coolin' at the Palladium, seen an all-world cover girl. I said, hey lady, I'm sorry if you're in a rush. Don't let me hold you up or intervene or interrupt. But you got the look, I wanna get to know you better. I had to let her know, but yo, I didn't sweat her. Cause if you would've seen what I was saying, almost looked Korean, but you're European. When she spoke, her accent was self-explanatory. Even her body language told a story. Her name was Mahogany, twins' name was Ebony. I said my name is Ra, and this is Eric B. Since the music was loud, I said let's take a walk so we could talk and see New York. Showtime didn't start until 1 o'clock, but once I entered your mind, I wouldn't want to stop. Caress your thoughts till we was thinking the same. Calm your nerves, massage your brain. Each moment's a mineral, poetry, protein versus the vitamin effects like codeine. Then tell me how you feel when I reveal a pill that'll heal your pain. Cause I'm real, she must have OD'd cause she couldn't resist. She spoke slowly when she told me this. She said, over me, I'm going crazy. She rubbed me on my chest and called me Mr. Sexy. She said she want my kids and help me make my next G. Tell me I ain't finesse Mahogany.
Oh, guys, oh my gosh. There is so much I can say about this record. Even from the way it's been made. Structurally, the way this record was made was incredible, and it's a breakbeat from, well, not a breakbeat, but it's a break from our man, or a sample from our man Al Green. I'm not going to tell you what the track's called though. It's an incredible track, people, and it's one of my favourite tracks. I just love the little rim shots or the stick shots, whatever you want to call them. I first heard this in my headphones, trust me on this, people, and it just blew my mind. The structure of this song, it was just unbelievable. But when you hear Rakim's lyrics, the structure, the beat, it's just incredible. The way he puts words together is unmatched in my opinion, and it's been unmatched since the day he started rapping. My man is incredible, and it's amazing because this is a love song, but Rakim sticks to what he does best. He's a lyrical wordsmith. He's got the wordplay, he's got the intonations, he's got everything. He moves around the, what would you want to call it? It's not even the chessboard, but the music, the musical landscape. He moves around it like no other MC does. It's incredible. His voice is his own musical instrument, people. It is amazing. Just to wheel it back a little bit, you just hear what I'm talking about.
I'm going crazy. She rubbed me on my chest and called me Mr. Sexy. She said she want my kids and help me make my next G. Tell me I ain't finesse mahogany. So I prescribed her something to revive and surprise her. She's liver and much more wiser from the light I shine when the brain cells spark constantly so she can glow in the dark. Then soon you can represent the moon as long as I keep you in tune. I'll tell you who you are and why you're here. Take it in stride cause it might take a year. It's funny how time flies when you're having fun. We got close and it was almost one.
Funny how time flies when you're having fun. We got close and it's almost one. Oh.
She kissed me slow, but you know how far a kiss can go. Fuck around and miss the show.
And because of that kiss, one thing led to another. He missed the show, people. Trust me on that. So my man is such a storyteller. It's incredible. But you wouldn't expect to hear Rakim be a storyteller in this vernacular, in this form, in this scenario, in this genre. You could say he does things like lyrics of fury, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. You can understand that. I'm the Punisher, things like that. But on a tender love song, my man can be as tender as their next person or better. And he'll still hit you with the lyrics, like talking about the sun, the stars, the moon, all of this kind of stuff. Rakim is untouched, people.
A kiss can go.
Untouchable.
Fuck around and miss the show. So I told her to hold that thought real tight. We can finish what we left off later on tonight.
Hold that thought real tight. We can finish off what we started later on tonight. I mean, honestly.
Thought real tight. We can finish what we left off later on tonight. Back to the scene of the crime on time. As they introduced the fiend of a rhyme, she stood in the crowd with a
he's sampling himself. If you know, you know. Yeah, I love it when people sample themselves. Like Lord Finesse was one of the first people who started doing that, sampling their own music, sampling their own voices, etc.
Scene of the crime on time. As they introduced the fiend of a rhyme, she stood in the crowd with a bird's eye view of me, thinking of later on of what she could do to me. The back of the room, I could see her eyes gloom. Patient but hoping that the show was over soon. As her place was ripped in half, she made her way to the front row. So I said, let's go. I packed my mic as they screamed for an encore. The speakers was blown, plus my mic was sore. Besides, I got places to go, ladies to see. And she could tell me how crazy she was over me. We drove off, she said she liked the way that I performed and couldn't wait to get soft and warm. I said I was watching you, watching me. Looks I received made it hard to MC. I could take a hit, so I knew that she wanted my agony, agony, agony in her body.
That's incredible. So Rakim said, I was watching you, watching me. And it's hard for him because he's performing. He's watching this young lady, Mahogany, watching him as he's performing. So it's really hard for him to keep and concentrate on what he's doing. He's there for a show to perform to an audience because he was thinking what's going to happen or later on that night. That is just incredible. It's just his wordplay, his thought-provoking rhymes, his just everything about Rakim was just ahead of its time, people.
Watching me, looks I received.
So I'm going to go back a little bit. Sorry, I just missed that. I was watching you, watching me.
Watching me, looks I received made it hard to MC. I could take a hit, so I knew that she wanted my agony, agony, agony in her body. Showed her some sights, then I took her to the condo. She was piping hot, but I kept my calm, so
he took her to the condo and she was piping hot, but Rakim kept his calm low. It's like an older bull and you got the young, don't even know what you call them. They're just so ready just to get in there and do their thing, where the older bull says, listen, just take your time, calm down, slow the flow, slow it down, people, we got plenty of time.
Some sights, then I took her to the condo. She was piping hot, but I kept my calm. So she asked how come I don't smile. I said everything's fine, but I'm in a New York state of mind.
What's that? Nas, New York state of mind, people. She's asking, Is anything cool? Anything fine? He goes, no, it's all cool, it's all good, but I'm in a New York state of mind.
So she asks how come I don't smile. I said everything's fine, but I'm in a New York state of mind. As we reach the kingdom, she said bring some champagne, she'll entertain, then sing some sentimental songs, real gentle. It hit the spot and you know where it went to. As we embraced, I felt the heart pumping. I knew she was in the mood for something, so I laid on my back and relaxed. It wasn't a Perignon that made her collapse over me. She was going crazy. She rubbed me on my chest and called me Mr. Sexy. She said she want my kids and help me make my next G. Tell me I ain't finesse Mahogany.
I love these beats. Oh, incredible. So smooth. Hope you enjoyed that, people. I hope I didn't ruin your listening pleasure by jumping in at times, people. But it's a track that I really love. I love Rakim. I love his flow. I love his approach. I love how he grabs the mic and how he controls and commands the mic. He was born to do this. There's not many MCs out there. There's a few, but Rakim was born to do this. And if you look at it, since 1986, my man's been born to do this. And even though it's been 15 years, there's people feeding for this new drop. So I'm feeding for it. I think it's called God's, is it God's Network? So I was about to say God's Wisdom, God's Network. So I think there's going to be like 7 tracks on it. Maybe there's more, I'm not sure, but I can't wait for that. But when you hear this track, and I'm just so gobsmacked about this because it's a love song, but he still puts himself into the love song, so you know it's Rakim. And it's so smooth, but there's just so much about it. There's still the braggadocio in this rap as well, because he rates himself, and that's what you got to do as an MC. But there's still the nice little pieces and there's nice little inflections that are going on in that track that just make it a great track. It's just incredible. And I was just saying, like, Mahogany has always been one of my favourite Rakim tracks. Really has been, people. Always been one of my favourite tracks. Because I just had to say that he showcases his lyrical ability in this track. And he tailors everything to the track. But he doesn't omit himself from it, if that makes sense. It's incredible. Because he could have turned this track and taken it away from being a love song. He could have made it a politicized track or something, and it was still sounded just as great. So that's what I was trying to say. So he can mold himself to any genre, to any scenario he wants to, and still make it 100 times better than any other MC out there. That's what I'm trying to say about my man Rakim. And this is a love song. It's incredible. It's incredible. I'm just saying, wordplay, diction, and the intelligence. It's just mind-boggling how he can do this. And in my opinion, Rakim is untouchable in his craft. He's untouchable. So I can't wait for the new album drops in about 2 weeks' time. But I just thought I want to show you this one. Rakim from the 18th letter, and it's Mahogany, people. Wow. And I actually had to dig out some old music. I was listening to this earlier today. Follow the Leader. That's incredible. And another one I dug out earlier today, and it's important to me because I only found out recently that our man DJ Mark the 45 King has passed, and he did a remix version to this, which is another one of my favorite tracks, Let the Rhythm Hidden. So he did the 45 King club mix, and if you haven't heard it, you should go out and check it out, people. This is an absolute banger. It's one of my favourite Rakim tracks, lyrically. Just incredible. Incredible. I'm the Arsenal. I've got artillery, lyrics and ammo. Oh, unbelievable, unbelievable. Anyway, guys, here at Urb'n Barz, absolutely love Rakim. Can't wait for God's Network, I think it's called, to come out. And I just hope you guys have a great weekend. Look after yourselves. look after each other. Subscribe to my channel here at Urb'n Barz. I really want to delve more into the old school hip hop as well. So I love all the new school bits and pieces. There's a lot that I need to learn because I was out of the scope and out of the loop and out of the whatever you want to call it for too many years. So it's been a bit of an uphill journey. But when we talk old school hip hop people, that's where my eyes light up. You know it, you know it, you know it. But guys, make certain that you subscribe to my channel. And more importantly than that, guys, please make certain to come back to the next Urb'n Barz reaction, guys. I'm out.